one? What is the number one mistake that I see over and over again? I really wish webinar hosts would stop doing that. And that is, so in this video, I show you the 5 worst webinar mistakes that cost you sales. And more importantly, I show you how to fix them so your next webinar can actually convert. So let's go. Here's Janine Figoli, your out-of-the-box webinar trainer. Let's start with number 5. Number 5, I see over and over again, and that is too much content. I know you are the expert and you think you serve your audience when you share as much content as possible. That makes it super valuable. But value is not in the amount of content you share, but in the way how your audience can process new information. So when it comes to your content, what you do is you share new information. And there is the magical number of 3. Don't share more than 3 new information. So I'm not talking about old information. It's important that you take your audience on a journey. That means you pick them up from a place they are right now and you have been before that. So this is old information. That is everything that people know already. And you have to take them there because that is the place where you connect with your audience. Where you say, I know how it feels like, I've been in the same situation you are right now. And it's important to give them a place where they can see themselves, where they can recognize themselves, so they feel picked up from there. That is all the information. Everything your audience knows, their pain points, but also their desires. They have probably the same desires like you have. So it's a good idea to talk about that. But when it comes to new information, and new information, I mean really new, something they have never heard about, something they need to understand, something that really shifts their perspective because they haven't seen it from your point of view. That is new information. And new information has to be shared in a way that can be processed. That means simple and easy to consume. When you throw out one slide, the next, here an image, there an image, 5 bullet points, no one can take that, no one can process that much information. So keep it simple. Pick out the 3 really important information you want to share with your audience where you think, okay, you cannot move on if you don't know that, but keep it to 3, not more, and take your time when you share that. Don't share an information and go to the next one, to the next point, to the next point. People cannot follow you. So take your time, unfold it in front of your audience, and really take them on a journey and make it as simple and clear as possible. And I would also love to point out that I've done another video where I show you how you make your audience want your offer, and that increases your conversion rate. Promised. Next point, 0 interaction. Nothing is more boring than watching a webinar where someone is constantly talking, lecturing, and I feel like I'm sitting in a school class and I have to go through, and that is making me like, oh, can you please stop and interact with me, connect with me, inspire me, do something with your audience, okay? Do something with your audience that makes fun to watch, fun to follow. And interactions are perfect for that because first of all, they are attention getting, they're attention keeping, and they are fun for your audience. People love to watch, they stay, and they start to connect with you, to build trust. So interactions are a perfect way to interrupt your whole speech, to interrupt your whole script, and make it fun for your audience. So an interaction can be a story, an interaction can be a question people need to think about more than 3 seconds. An interaction can be something on a whiteboard. Who said that all you can do in a webinar is share a screen and show some slides? No, you can do something directly in front of the camera. Do a live demonstration with simple items you find. Then you can do a quiz. You can scribble something together with your audience on a real piece of paper. You can use the whiteboard that Zoom is offering you. You can use the whiteboard that Canva is offering you. You can use a real whiteboard, stand up and do something on a real whiteboard. There are so many ways how you can make your presentation really interesting for your audience to watch. And if you have absolutely no idea, then check the link below. I have done an online course where I share 24 interactions you can include in your presentation to make it more interesting and more fun to watch. So go for it. Number 3, using generic stock photos. Nothing gives less away than a generic stock photo showing a desktop, a coffee mug, a keyboard, a smartphone, whatever, something that shares absolutely no information about you, about the topic, about your brand, about your business. Yes, it looks professional, but it doesn't make you look professional, because you are the only person who can do a presentation in a professional way. A stock photo doesn't help you. What you can do instead is to become more personal. Share your own photograph. It doesn't have to look professional because you are the expert, not your photograph. So what I really want to encourage you is to take your own photographs, share images behind the scenes, share images from you on your own desktop or in your own office. If you want to introduce your team, show your team. Do not show us strange people just to say I'm working with a team. What really happened, one of the webinars I attended, is that I took it for real. So I left a comment saying, oh, your team looks amazing. And then the host was a little bit irritated and said, no, this is not my team. And I was confused because I thought, why are you showing pictures of complete strangers? I don't get it, okay? Make it personal. In one of my last presentations, I shared an image of my own desktop. And guess what? People went crazy in the chat because one said, oh my goodness, I can see your branding colors there. Another one said, oh, I'm so relieved because now I know I'm not the only person being so chaotic here. Another one said, oh, I love the way how you stock your books. And another one said, I didn't expect you to have so many books. Where I'm still thinking about that, honestly. However, it makes it personal, and this is how you connect with your audience. Before there is number 1, there is number 2, and that is full sentences on a slide. So I hope you're not expecting me to read that, left alone to remember that. Full sentences, really? This is like sharing a book, sharing a novel. That is not a presentation. Full sentences is not what I can process. I cannot read and listen to you at the same time. It's not possible. No one can, okay? Information is either coming from listening or it's coming from reading. I cannot perceive the same information from 2 channels. So either I'm listening to you or I'm reading out. So therefore it makes no sense to slap full sentences on a slide. I cannot remember. I will never be able to repeat that when this presentation is done. So what you do instead is you take out the key messages. This is the messages you want your audience to remember. It's enough when you come up with a keyword, not with the whole sentence. The keyword is what I need to remember. And if you don't know how, please click the link below. I have done 2 courses, the one about the webinar interactions, and it is connected with the slide design secrets, where I show you how you turn your whole script into key messages, keywords, how to put it on screen, and how to turn text into visual stories, which is much easier to follow. And now drum rolls for number 1. What is the number 1 mistake that I see over and over again? I really wish webinar hosts would stop doing that. And that is reading out every word on their screens. Reading out word by word. What is that? Supervised reading with your audience? I do not need you for that. I can read by myself. I don't need you to read out loud your script. This is not a presentation. So stop doing that. That's really killing everything. Because that is the reason after the 10th, 20th or 30th slides, people are tuning out. These are the moments where people start to stand up and leave the screen because they think nothing is happening on screen, nothing is going on, I'm not going to miss anything when I stand up and leave. They take their headphones, they put it on, and what they do is just listening to you reading. It's like an audiobook. An audiobook is not a presentation. A podcast is not a presentation. So please, you have a screen, use it. And if you need help, please check all the links down below, especially if you have done already a webinar and just have no idea what's going on, what is working, what is not working, then please sign up for the audit. I have opened a few spots for the audit now. And this is what's happening when you sign up for the audit. You send me the link to your replay. I'm going to watch it. I'm taking notes. Next time we meet, there is a 90-minute one-to-one coaching call connected to that. That means that we meet on Zoom, and then I go through your presentation step by step, and I'm highlighting everything that is not working so well, and of course I'm telling you what is not working and why is it not working, and then I show you how you can improve it. And of course I'm highlighting all the things that do work, but I'm also telling you why they work and why you should keep that. So the audit is really your first step into creating more interesting and higher converting webinars. I would be so happy to help you on that way. Don't forget to watch my video, how you make your audience want your offer to increase your conversion rate. And let me know in the comments, what habits have you seen that really makes you crazy? I want to know, okay? That's it. See you next time.